All right, here's this old song. Let's see if we can do this one. She was a great-granddaughter to Clancy of the Overflow. He good friend from way back then with a bush poet named Banjo. We went out drinking dark ale. She said, you know I'm a poet too. But all I could murmur back to her was I could die looking at you. I could die looking at you. Well, on this road you put your trust in strangers, and you take wrong turns with too much time to think and far too many drinks. But like the way that whiskey burns, and like a bird you swoop down, you wedge closer, then off you flew. You was lucky you didn't stay there with me, for I almost died looking at you. I could die looking at you. Well, this 3-day love affair was over now. It all felt like a dream. Those sweet drunken mornings we'd be down in the fields, dirty CBD. But will I ever drove the northern plains and see that ghost of Clancy riding through? 'Cause for now I'm a-flying south back home, just thinking that I almost died looking at you. I could die looking at you. Of the overflow. Yeah, just like Banjo, I'm stuck back in a city where people don't have time to grow. Or was it Morocco or Spain where we said we'd run away, leave our woes and start something new? Or maybe when we're old we'll meet again. Yeah, we'll meet again. And then I can die looking at you. I could die looking at you. I could die looking at you. I could die just looking at you. Thank you very much. See if we can get this band back out here, or maybe Claire Reynolds. We'll see what happens. Let's see what we get right now. Oh yeah, we're getting a whole band. Everybody, please, on the pedal steel, and you heard him first opening the show with some beautiful instrumentals. Matt Dixon, everybody. On the drums right here behind me, we've had the pleasure of having him on the road with us a couple of years back, but very happy to have him here right now. Everybody, Justin Olsen on the drums. On the bass, we've known each other for a very, very long time, but always a pleasure to get to play with this guy. Everybody, Richard Bradbeer. And as mentioned before, on the electric guitar, we only met about a week and a bit ago while watching my mum on the Logies. We mentioned that before. And they were all so graciously gathered around me when she didn't take home the Logie. They're like, "It's all right, man. It's all right. It's going to be all right." And so, I really love this whole bunch of guys. But once again, on the electric guitar, everybody, Jacob McGuffey. So this album came about because I asked my landlord if he had any cheap properties for rent. And it was still during... It would have still been major lockdowns back in Melbourne, but because I was in Nashville, Tennessee, it was a real choose-your-own-adventure type experience. You had Kid Rock and his friends running bars down on Broadway, just going nuts. And so America was a real pretty nuts time. I guess it still is. Doesn't cease to be crazy, but you can get real cheap rent on a house when there's no electricity or running water. And so that's what I did. Got this place. I'd go there just 9 to 5 every day with a packed lunch, a little lunch mate, esky, and paper and pen and a guitar, and write songs and come home and show them to Claire. And this was the very first song out of the 30 days that I was there writing. And this was just meant to be a little starting exercise, but turned out kind of being the whole beginning of the story of their album. By the way, Rob, whose honey is this? Or is it your honey, Rob? It's amazing. Incredible. So good. All right, let's try this song. It's called Empty Room. So glad this room's not empty tonight. Thanks. Something about this, I can't feel nothing. Something about the way you sound. Something about my life that just don't seem clear. Something about it that I can't work out. Now I could move up here, go back down over there. I could catch my reflection in the wind. Now I could feel this space with everything I once loved, 'cause I wouldn't want to leave anyone out. In a world so real, yeah, we just don't know how to make sense of it all. This were my title track, you know I'd fill it with fiction. In fact, I'll be crumbling from the start, they're just so tall. In an empty room, nothing to weigh it down, no one to hold at night, only the chamber in my mind. In an empty room, yes, the walls are still blue, singing back at me, why do you try? Well, now the paint is dry, yet the smell is still here, and I'll be getting high before too long. Now tell me, empty room, what might have you seen before this all went so wrong? In an empty room, nothing to weigh it down, no one to hold at night, only the chamber in my mind. In an empty room, yes, the walls are still blue, singing back at me, why do you try? Why do you even try? Thank you very much. Let's get Claire Reynolds back out here, everybody.
Does anyone else want a tea? Was that John? It's just lemon and honey. It's quite refreshing. Good for the throat.
No whiskey?
No. Oh, that probably would be good for the throat.
I don't actually drink whiskey. I just put it in my songs to sound country. Got to get on that chart. I heard Rob mention that in the intro, and it really did blow us away to get called up by our label rep. And it was pouring rain on the way to Castlemaine, and Fiona, who does most of the talking to Claire, because Claire was literally showing this record to different record labels all around the world while I was kind of doing what I said in that song, just staring at the blue walls in a catatonic state of I don't know what happened. I couldn't move. And so she was like, well, he's a zombie on the couch. I'm going to try and get this record out there. And she did. And she found this label right here called ABC Music. And whose claim to fame is a little band called the Wiggles. So really, we have to thank the Wiggles for the amazing, extraordinary packaging on the vinyl that I don't know how they said yes to us. Well, I said, Claire, can you ask them if they can do these holes in there to make my eyes spin around, and then can we put this little thing? And she's like, all right, I'll try and
they
I'll
said
ask
yes.
them. And they said yes. And I think that's due to the Wiggles.
Yes.
And their success making them money. So if any of the Wiggles are in the house tonight, thanks, guys. But we're on the way to the gig in Castlemaine, and it was pouring down rain. And what's that timing of this song? We're skipping. Sorry. And it was pouring down rain, and Fiona, the rep, said, "Can I call you? The charts are in." And so she called us we had the speakerphone in the car, and she said, "Jordie, question, have you ever had a number one?" And I said, sort of speech didn't really compute what she said. "Well, Jordie, you do now." And I said, What do you mean?" And she said, number one country album in Australia this week on the ARIA charts. And I felt ridiculous because, as Rob also pointed out, I was trying to keep it secret. I turned 40 the day before, and then I'm crying like a little baby because she told me we were number one. And it was a very sweet moment for Claire and I because... Oh, thanks. Because it doesn't, all those things, they don't really matter, but in that moment, that does feel like an acknowledgement from, from this corporate body, but also the universe. You feel like all this hard work that we've done for years and years, and in that one moment, felt like it had paid off. So it was a really sweet moment for us, and until this Friday, we get to keep enjoying that. That is, unless you guys buy every vinyl tonight, they are getting reported to ARIA, and we can keep Lee Kernaghan out of the top spot. You guys, nothing against Lee. Love Lee. It would also be keeping Keith Urban best of one out as well. Love to you, Keith. Say hi to Nicole as well. I'm holding myself back because I was going to say. Okay. That's our public service announcement, but it is very exciting because there might be a chance that we stay in the charts this week, and that every CD or vinyl that you buy actually does go to that. So I think we're going to be these travelling watch out of the back of a boot salespeople from now on. I kind of really enjoy it. Just going up to strangers in the street at the Indian restaurant just over there. Hey, you want to buy a CD? How about a swap? Oh, I'll swap you one for
He's
small dal.
He's not
and
joking
rice.
either.
Oh, no.
Yeah, is that what's under the jacket? Vinyl?
Would you like to buy a Rolex? No, there's nothing there. All right, this is a very long introduction for the song, and the reason is because this is a song Claire and I wrote about giving ourselves a sort of mantra to keep going when it was tough over there in America, trying to survive just solely on music. So this is our little song that we wrote about it. It's on the album. It's called It Might Take Our Whole Lives. Almost. I don't want to be lonely. I don't want to die young. I can't call this a wage. Where the hell did I go wrong? I could see it in your eyes that you're feeling it too. Yeah, it might take our whole lives, but we can talk it over like we did last spring. Or we can draw our savings, or we can pick out a ring. Yeah, we can put a deposit down on depression, or we can gain some interest on our good intentions. Oh, I think we're traveling well, but we're treading water still. 'Cause I don't wanna be lonely, I don't wanna die young. I can't call this a wage. Where the hell did I go wrong? I can see it in your eyes that you're feeling it too. Yeah, it might take our whole life, but we can talk it over, try it all again. We put less importance on doing the right thing, 'cause you never do know if it's a road to win. Oh, we gotta be honest, babe, we don't know what we're doing. Oh, I think we're traveling well, but we're treading water still. If we make a plan, would it work out in the end? 'Cause I don't wanna be lonely, I don't wanna die young. I can't call this a wage. Where the hell did I go wrong? I can see it in your eyes that you're feeling it too. Yeah, it might take our whole life. Oh, we can bear the road. Yeah, we can read the sign, but we can listen in to everything. But that don't change nothing. 'Cause I don't wanna be lonely, I don't wanna die young. Now I can't call this a wage. Where the hell did I go wrong? I can see it in your eyes that you're feeling it too. It might take our whole lives, but baby we'll break. It might take our whole lives, but baby we'll break. It might take our whole lives, but baby we'll break through. Baby we'll break through. Thank you very much. Anyone follow AFL? What are our main supporters out here? All right. Doggies, Geelong. Bombers. Yay, Collingwood. No, boo. No, sorry, I'm completely Collingwood all the way. I just try not to say it out loud because everybody hates this. I don't know why I thought of this. Well, this next song is set in a place called Carlton, and I was just thinking about Carlton. And have they got knocked out or are they in? They're in. They're in, okay. Yeah. Nice. Well, this song's got nothing to do with footy, really. Sorry, I was just thinking of it. But it's, set in an old share house that I lived in for a minute. And this was a memory that came back during this time in this sweaty, hot, un-air-conditioned, no running water, so I had to take and fill a bucket of water and bring that to refill the flush in the toilet. Anyway, the length you go to write a song. It's called Internal Dialogue. I lived in Carlton for one summer. I think it was on Cardigan Street. With my best friends we partied till the morning, living off the leftovers from Christmas Eve. I can't remember most of that December. I thought losing myself would set me free. But how low can this car go? Drive it down as far as Sorrento. People crawling up the ceiling. We've got photo evidence. My internal dialogue wasn't really prevalent back then. I remember faces, just not all their names. So many times disgracing themselves. Like the time I got the scurvy, drinking Guinness and wild turkey, acting like a pirate, just robbing my health. But I can't remember most of that December. I thought losing myself would set me free. But how low can this car go? Drive it down as far as Sorrento. Coppers are knocking at my bedroom door. Make sure you're not in bare feet. There's glass on the floor and people crawling up the ceiling. We've got photo evidence. My internal dialogue wasn't really prevalent back then. Surfing to the kitchen fridge for another beverage, climbing to the city roof, see my lights of Melbourne friends getting thrown in the back of the divvy van. My internal dialogue wasn't really prevalent back then. Well, I lived in Carlton for one summer. I think it was on Cardigan Street. Thank you very much.
I wish I had been at that party.
Oh, no, you don't. No.
Well, maybe not, actually.
No. It really was like...
Were you? You were there?
Richie was there. Yeah.
What?
It's about...
Oh. Oh, my Lord. Were you in the back of the divvy van? No.
Maybe at one point.
Oh, come to the merch table and hear more about it while you're buying the vinyl.
It was crazy. I remember waking up in the morning and I could not get out of bed because the whole floor was just crushed like pebbles of broken glass. Just the whole house.
Did you get your bond back?
I don't know. I left that house, I don't know if I ever even put one in. I just took a guy's room. He'd gone to India for a trip, so... yeah. That was Tom Dixon. Yeah. I don't think any relation. Tom Dixon? Have you got a Tom? Sorry, we're just catching up.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, we've just got a couple more songs for you. Really, I feel like my voice is just coming back. Again, for refunds or just to hassle Dave Nicholson, please go right ahead. No, where is? I don't know why Dave and I. Did you say he's left? He's gone. He had something else on. Did he? Bloody hell. We've always had this kind of Aussie, I mean, maybe he does that with everybody, but yeah. So anyway, I never liked to tease anybody as a child who was bullied at school. So I'm sorry, Dave. I'm using you as a little thing. No, I just honestly, I feel bad that my voice is not at its 100% for you guys. So please, anything I can do for any of you. I used to wash dishes at a cafe, so I can do some dishes. Or I'm really good with dogs, as Claire knows, so I could do some dog walking. Bit of lawn mowing, yard work. We have a push, just like that kind of push mower that it's not electric, it's not petrol powered. It is back-breaking work, and we do that because our dog doesn't like the grass to be more than 1 inch long, where he gets upset.
Very particular. Does he? Okay, focus.
Anyway, I can do any of those things for you guys. Just come and speak to me at the merch table while you're buying all of the vinyl. All right, thank you. We're going to leave you with these couple of songs. This is almost the last song on the album Tropical Depression. It's called New Normal, and I wrote it just as we were sort of coming out of pandemic, and it was just, it's that sort of bliss of that excuse of not having to see or talk to anyone was kind of nice for a bit there, and then trying to get back to normal was hard. Should be doing better. Can't blame it on the inclement weather. But what a year we've had. Do I need to explain that? Trying to remember how to talk to people at the cafe. I kinda like the way we stopped the small talk, just waved and walked away. So come on, Johnny, sing along. Yeah, jump into the fire, pass the story on. Just once in a century, we think we're learning plenty, so come the shit just keeps on piling on? Now everybody's saying, ah, this is the new normal. But come on, when was it ever that way? We're just so good at adapting. Yeah, we're masters of hiding away. Yeah, making routines for our days. We're just trying not to break. So come on, Donna, sing along. Jump into the fire, pass the story on. There's once in a century we think we're learning plenty. So how come the shit just keeps on piling on? Come on, Johnny, sing along. Yeah, jump into the fire, pass the story on. Doing better. I can't blame it on the inclement weather. Thank you. All right, we'll leave you with this one. One last thing, I think Claire's come up with a deal. If you want to buy more than one thing, there's a deal. I don't know what the deal is, but there's a deal. And for any of those who are going to be up the road tomorrow night, we're playing in South Brisbane. South Brisbane.
South?
No, if you do have any friends up in Queensland, that's where I'm headed next. And we're playing Brisbane tomorrow night, and then up Sunshine Coast, then Mullumbimby, Bellingen, Hunter Valley. So, yeah, if you do honestly have friends up north, tell them it's all online somewhere. Thank you so very much. We've been Jordie Lane and the Tropical Depression Band. Thank you for having us. feel dirty, I'm in the dark. Money's on the table before we start. In the third room on the top floor, when it was all over, she walked through the wall. I went back to the mine, back to the mine. I told the boys I had a hell of a time. Oh my, she's a black diamond from Bola. I feel dirty, I'm in the dark. Money's on the table before we start. Top floor, when it was all over, she walked through the wall. I went back to the mine, I sung the first verse for a second fucking time. Yeah. She's a black diamond from Bola. I feel dirty, I'm in the dark. Money's on the table before we start. I know we're gonna do one more verse, sorry. Because I did sing the second verse twice, or the first verse, something about that. See, I could never be in a cover band because I couldn't learn the lyrics or the chords or the form of other people's songs. And then as I've gone along for about 10, 15 years singing my own songs, I realised I have the exact same problem. So really, I probably should be washing dishes and mowing people's lawns and walking their dogs. But then again, I might forget to use detergent or petrol or the dog leash. I don't know. No, I'll never forget that. 'Twas the year of 1903. Now I loved her and she loved me, but nobody knew, nobody was to know how a miner in the East Coast stuff could grow. Oh my, she's a black diamond from Bola. I feel dirty, I'm in the dark. Money's on the table before we start, yeah. Can you sing it, Ararat? We just go, oh my, oh my. She's a black diamond from Bola, yeah. I feel dirty, I'm in the dark. Money's on the table before we start. Oh my, she's a black diamond from Bola. I feel dirty, I'm in the dark. Money's on the table before we start. One more time for this band, everybody. That's Jacob McGuffey on the electric guitar. Matt Dixon on the pedal steel over here. Richard Bradbeer on the bass. Justin Olsen on the drums. Claire Reynolds on the keys and vocals. My name's Jordie Lane. I guess we're the Tropical Depression Band. Thank you very much, Ararat. Have a great rest of your 2024. Thanks.
Jordie. Wow. They've got to come back because there's a deal with the honey. Jordie doesn't know that, but yeah, honey, one song. Just been checking out the gig list of where they're all playing, and it's only about 10 shows this time when Jordie's back in Australia. I think 3 in Victoria, and we had one here. How good was that? That was sensational. So, yeah, hopefully one more, Jordie, and any time you're back in Australia and you want to come to Ararat and take the piss out of Dave Nicholson, we're with you. Got to play something too, though. So hopefully Jordie and the Tropical Depression are about to bounce back onto stage. Let them know.
Okay.
They're so polite at the end of the show. No, you have been the whole time. Thank you.
Ooh. I could try.
Well, publican started. She was working at the bar. I just rolled in some town afar. I set myself down. How did it be? Oh, she had those kind of eyes. They said tonight you'll be my dear. Ah, but when she went outside, some farrier said, son, please don't go near that one. Well, car dealer's dog, he was barking at the gate. And I was walking this outback street. I was trying to change my fate. I said, hey there, dog, have you got any ideas? Well, he said, do you know what you want? Now can you face those fears? I said, that girl back at the bar, oh, she looks like fun. He just barked at me. He said, don't go near that one. Back in the green room, I noticed on the wall engravings from other bands that had come and gone before. Once they were just lost our drummer to that publican's girl. They fell right in, got cradled in her curls. And the last thing he saw was the barrel of a daddy's gun. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, yeah, we beg you, please don't go near that one. It don't go near that one. It don't go near that one. It don't go near that one. Thank you very much, everybody. See you next time.